Alright, so I wanted to make a video about how to auto the DokiDoki Inferno stage because it is, in my opinion, the easiest stage and the least locked stage behind specific units. You will see I think the biggest variety of teams you will see in this stage, I believe. Let's not go by clear time, let's go by recent clears. A lot of teams. Well, this is my team. This is the team that I was going for, almost, except without these two units. I'll show you the team that I was going for anyways. You'll see a lot of lilies, but you will also see a lot of teams without lily. The reason I made this video is because I do not have lily or Shadow Sonya, and I can auto this stage at basically a 99% consistency without that much of an investment. So you can go about autoing this stage with two separate ways. You can either go the DPS one-shot the stage route with Real Mocha if you have her, but you will need to have a Lily. I think you need to have a Lily. I'm not sure if it's optional. Clear time, maybe not actually. Oh, I think a Mio works just as fine. Your Mio needs to outspeed the stage. That's the whole point, because they do attack down debuff you. You can either do that, or you can go the sustained slow route, which takes around 3 to 4 minutes to clear, which is much longer, but it is safer. I think it is actually more reliable. At least my team is more reliable. Now, the sustained team that I am talking about, I will show you the runs while I'm autoing it. I didn't want to spend stamina today because tomorrow is a double drop event. I want to stack some stamina before then. So this is my team. I don't know why it started right away. Yeah, because of the formation lock. This thing is annoying, by the way. So my team, I will explain it while the run is going on. As you can see, the speed tuning. They're gonna attack down, speed down everyone. It doesn't matter. I am using DokiDoki. DokiDoki is so good for this fight. So everyone's gonna get slipped. They're all gonna get debuff, full debuffs, because that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to debuff them to oblivion, so they don't one-shot you. So my Messiah is not built at all. He one-shot the guy on the right because my class targeted him a few times, but usually he doesn't one-shot anyone with the AoE. So to explain the team more, the class moves first to debuff them, defense break them, slow them down, and then my Kazuya moves after to sleep them. And then my DokiDoki moves after to boost my class and my Kazuya. If my class and Kazuya do not go before the DokiDoki, then the Valerian was going to be the one that's getting boosted, but she's not going to get boosted because she is in her state, in her hazy dream, which she cannot be, her 10 gauge cannot be manipulated in that state, so it was not going to be ideal. This is the one flaw with the team, is when Valerian is the last one. Her S3, let's talk about the kits while I am explaining. So as you can see, Valerian is in her hazy dream state, and she still has her S3, even though she's using a gigabyte. She's not using any cooldown reductions even on her set. The reason is because of DokiDoki. She reduces cooldowns. As you can see, her cooldown is 110 now, which is really good. It's a really good synergy, but then it's bad synergy when she uses her S3, and Valerian is the last one on the 10 meter because she's boosting everyone by 12%. So what she does is she manipulates data flux to increase one allied Animus 10 meter by 12% 8 times consecutively, each time targeting other allies with the lowest 10 meter. If it's Valerian, this is all going to be wasted on her. She's going to get 8 stacks of data stream, and then the only thing that you're gaining is the backup, which is the cleansing. That's why I said I don't need to worry about the cleansing, because I have a cleanser on my team. So I don't need to worry about outspeeding anyone. That's the reason. If you have a cleanser, an adequate, a reliable cleanser, not Linglo. Linglo is not gonna cleanse 3 buffs on all of you team members. So this is the idea. She moves after Kazuya and class to boost them back up so they can move again. Why do they need to move again? They don't really need to move again. It's just, you know, the more cycles you get, the better the run is, essentially. So this is looking like a successful run. I honestly have not seen this team fail except for a total of 2 times out of maybe 200 or more runs, and I'm not exaggerating. So I'll let the run play out. I'll probably speed it up, and then I will come back with the stats on the team. I guess what I wanted to mention as well is DokiDoki's role is to make everyone cycle as much as possible, because you want to sustain. This is a long drawn out fight. It's not like Terror where he one shots your whole team. It's not like Aurora where you need a bunch of cleanses and she also kind of one shots you as well. This dungeon does not really hit as hard as the others, especially because of the amount of debuffs that you can apply to them. That's also one of the main reasons why it's much easier than the other two dungeons. It's the most friendly dungeon if you do not have a Shadow Sonya and a Lily. If you have a Shadow Sonya and a Lily, you probably want to be doing Terror and the Shell dungeons, which I will talk about them later, maybe if I do manage to do the Shell dungeons without the Dot team. Also, I wanted to talk about Aurora, because tomorrow I'm going to be farming the ×2 event to build my Aurora team, because I do have a team that is going to be very reliable once I build it. Honestly, as long as you put a lot of resources into a working team, you can probably auto any of the module Inferno stages. They're not that hard. The hard stages are the Shell stages. These are the stages that feel impossible. The run is over. How long did it take? 4 minutes. That's actually longer than the average. I think the slowest run I've seen was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Anyways, I showed you the run. Now I'll talk about the stats in a little bit. Your DPS. A lot of you probably saw Messiah and were like, ew, I don't have Messiah. You don't need Messiah. He's not the best in slot. He's not the top two. The top two are going to be Giada and Realmocha. The reason why is because of Revelation. Revelation is the best DPS in the game. It's not Messiah. So what do you need on your DPS? Let's say you're using Giada. You want 100% crit rate. I think minimum is 95%. You do not want to go lower than 95%, because if you have 95% crit rate, then there's a 5% crit rate that your run fails. A 5% chance that your run fails. Or you're just more likely to fail if you do not guarantee the crits. You want to guarantee the debuffs, you want to guarantee the crits. And the only RNG factor is the Doki buffs and cooldown reductions, I guess. They're not really RNG though, because there's a fixed 10 meter, but it is kind of RNG. So you want 100% crit rate, you want as much crit damage as possible, and you want a decent bit of attack. Now I will show you why my build is scuffed. I have 9 onslaught, 12 Kenai. I can make this 12 onslaught if I had the right stats on my revelation. I wanted onslaught, not fury. If I had onslaught here, I would get 20% more attack, which would amount to around 300 attack. I believe I would have 2300 attack, and that would make Messiah hit a lot harder. This is the first kind of scuffed piece. He's not that scuffed, just to be honest. The build is mediocre. It's not that good. If you see the substats, they're all kind of terrible. Right, you just need the double crit rate and then the crit damage piece. The thing that is saving Messiah is the rolls on the revelation, which took me around 2 million credits to get these. I think it took me 3 million total if I consider, because I got this early on, and then I got these to another reroll batch. This is the Messiah stats. His S1 and S2, which gives him attack and crit damage, are not leveled, so this is just raw stats. No dupes, no nothing. And then I have, not you, class, yes. Plus 122 speed, very slow. This is the important part. The accuracy is the most vital part of this team. To minimum 190%. If you want your runs to be consistent, go for more accuracy. And then try to stack as much speed as possible. The modules are going to be just Swift Rush and then Time Me for more accuracy. The shell is going to be Halloween. Why do I have Halloween? It's because I don't have the luxury to choose between too many shells, right? Alicorn, I don't need Alicorn. Dark Moon is terrible. Do not build Dark Moon, and I hate that I have 3 Time with 3 Swift Rush. The only reason that I could use Dark Moon is because of the the sets on it, they're insane. I need a Halloween with these sets or a Jackal Guard with these sets. Look at my Jackal Guard. Great damage. This is going to be a piece for Heinrich when I build him. But you can see how scuffed my builds are. I don't choose the Halloween because I want to, because I have to. It's not that bad on Kloss, especially because I have a max S3. I do not regret this. I regret upgrading this at all. She was my first SSR that I upgraded. I did not play in the beta. I did not know the priority of what to upgrade, so this was all new to me. Everyone said, don't upgrade her, do not upgrade her. I read the skills and I was like, why in the hell would I not upgrade her? S3 has so much value. And there also, one of the big reasons is I wanted her S3 and S2 to have similar cooldowns. If you play 10-base games, you want both of your skills to have the same cooldown or 2 cooldowns apart because of, for cycling. If you played 10-base games, you would know that. Actually, in this game, it doesn't really work like that because you have a lot of shit that reduces your cooldown. So in case of Halloween, I would use her, and then it would become a 3-turn cooldown, and then actually that would still work. Yeah, I don't think Halloween would ruin it, but this game has so many cooldown manipulations, so it doesn't really, it's not as straightforward as that, I would say. So this is a class build: accuracy, speed. That's it. The shell can be Jackal God, it can be Halloween, it can be Artisan, it can be just whatever you have good stats on. You want speed, right? Let's go to Valerian. HP, that's all you need. Do not give her any speed at all. Do not touch this. This should be as low as possibly, as humanly possible. Her S3 needs to be max, everything else is level 1. Right, nothing too complicated. She has on Gigabyte, so when she's out of her Hazy Dream mode, she takes turns faster. You want it because she has no speed, so when she's out of her Hazy Dream mode, you want her to play as soon as possible to reapply the mode, right? Kazuyu is probably the most scuffed build. She has decent accuracy, good speed. These are the sets, just random sets with Swift Rush. This thing is great damage. I'm missing out on around 16 to 20 speed, right? So just add this to this number right here. Her S3 is max, her passive is max, her S1, you do not need the 210 slumber. You only need the S3, the S2 and the S1, I did them so that she is more consistent, right? This makes her do 10 manipulation more consistently, and this makes her, what does this, this gives her speed, right? That's why I did it, I wanted more speed. So, and the lattices, the purple lattices are not really that that rare, so I could, waste a few. Now DokiDoki, this is going to be my biggest investment in the whole team, because I give her 8 of the yellow lattices, right? Her S3 needs to be maxed out for the reduced cooldown, and just applying more buffs in general. What does DokiDoki do? She just gives permanent buffs throughout the fight. Her buffs are not that strong. Data stream is not that strong. It increases your damage dealt by 2 points. So at max you can have 30% more damage if you max your DPS and then 30 more speed, right? 30 flat speed. It's not percentage. It's not as strong as a speed percentage buff. I don't believe so, right? Unless speed percentage goes to your base and not your total, which I'm not sure if it does. I think percentage buffs go to your total. Someone correct me on that. If it doesn't go to your total, then this is great. But if it does go to your total, then the percentage buff is just at least twice as strong as this. So it's not the strongest buff, but the most important part is that it is a permanent buff. You cannot strip it. So it lasts throughout the fight. You stack it in the first wave, and then she just pushes a lot of gauge, makes your rotations faster, and then this is cooldown reduction. I just wanted to get the maximum, because with this is why you have 100% uptime on your Valerian S3. This is not good for Valerian. This is insane for Valerian. Pretty much. That's the gist of it. That's why the synergy is not that good, but it's kind of good. But it's not that good. Ideally, I would have a Linglo there. A max S1 Linglo. And I think my team would be slightly better because everyone would make use of these two skills. And life would be great, right? I think so. S1, do not touch it unless you need speed. You do not need speed on DokiDoki. She has horrible base speed. And she does not want to play fast. Actually, she can play fast. Not really. You want her to play second because gauge boost is like 12% times 8. That's what, 96%? So you want her to boost people that have very low speed gauge. But if she plays fast, then I think some of it is going to be wasted. Unless you're playing PvP, then you want it to be fast, obviously. But you can't really make it that fast because her base speed is awful. And she is on Time Weave. You want her to be on Time Weave. And preferably, if I could, I would have her on Jackal Guard. Because you want her to rotate. Right, you want her to rotate fast to do more buffs. She's not going to start fast, but she's going to rotate fast. The reason why she's on Oxygen is because of Time Weave. No other reason. You want an Oxygen on the team, obviously, for more sustainability, for more consistency. But if I could, I would just replace this with a Halloween or a Jackal God, or even a Gigabyte, honestly. But I just need the Time Weave. Then I put the Otage on Kazuyo, or Kazuyo or Class, sorry. So, the sets are not optimal, not nearly close to being optimal. These are the builds. You want a similar team. Freya can work with the speed teams, right? Or with Linglo, Freya and Linglo. If you can outspeed the fast wave, or maybe if you're not going for a one-shot team, I think it's fine to get the attack down if you're not going for the one-shot teams. She kind of has immunity, Linglo kind of cleanses. If you have investments into Freya and Linglo, they can work for sure. But the main point is you need to have investments. And I get a defeat. This is my 3rd defeat of all time. If I go to battle, it probably is not going to be even close, right? Yeah, it's not even close. So it baffles me when I get a defeat, when most of the runs are something like this. It doesn't matter if Valerian dies or if Klaus dies, right? He's dead. So it's not 100% obviously. The sets are kind of scuffed. Nothing useful. Oh, this is really fucking good on Holden, right? Which I will build him eventually. When I figure out the Aurora team, I will make a video. I will show you the team that I'm thinking of right now. Where's the lineup? Formation. This is the team that I'm thinking of. I'll probably change dieting for Messiah because some people said dieting has horrible survivability. I just need to invest more into Viper and Linglo. Once I invest more into them, then I will be able to do this. Probably with the Messiah. Messiah has much better survivability with the invincibility on the S3. I think that's the reason why people are using it, I'm not sure, but a lot of people recommend it against dieting for Aurora. I'll try both, because my dieting build is not that bad. Right? He doesn't have shit on. But usually it's something like this. 309 crit damage, 125 crit rate, and then a lot of attack. The dieting build is not bad, so yeah, that's how to do DokiDoki Inferno. I'll show you the speed teams if I can find a recent speed team. Like look for something that is below 2 minutes. As you can see, Jada just does it so much faster. This is not a speed team, by the way. Jada just does it so much faster. It might be a speed team actually. Wait, this might be a speed team. This might be a speed team that failed at speed cleaving. Let's see. Yeah, the Freya moves fast. She's gonna boost them. Oh, she doesn't. Okay, this is not a speed team. This is going to be a good example of how to use Lily instead of DokiDoki. Lily's just better, by the way. I'm almost positive that Lily's just better. Jada did not get attack broken. That usually the DPS almost always gets attack broken. I'm not sure if this is an auto fight. Let's see. She's gonna nuke because she is the better revelation. Oh, their Jada must be not that great. Because my Messiah does more damage. Where's Jada? No, it was not this one. This one, right? Oh, this Jada's not that good. With the max S2? Yeah, their Jada's not that good. That's why head damage was kind of piss poor. This Messiah is insane. What the fuck? This Messiah is bonkers. This Messiah probably deals a shit ton of damage. That's why his run is so much faster than mine. Okay, this is going to be a speed cleave because Lily's going to play fast. She's going to boost them, right? Okay, no. They're still going to play fast. Okay, Class plays before. Okay. The Messiah's attack broken. I want to see how much damage it's gonna do being attack broken. Still probably more than my Messiah, right? Still a shit ton of damage. You get the gist of it. The teams are all gonna be like this. You just need enough investment. Don't be scared to fully invest into a team that is going to farm an Inferno dungeon for quite some time. Right. Honestly, I'm not sure if DokiDoki Inferno is going to be my ticket to farming Inferno Terra and Inferno Aurora, but we'll see. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope it was informative. I hope now you know what team to build. And I'll see you in the next one. If I do upload more, we'll see about that.